Well, hey everybody, it cometh a egg. Just doing a video I've been trying to make for a long time now. I wanted to show off my Roy Campanella PC. One of my favorite baseball players of all time, one of the most inspirational ball players in history, and also, like normal, give a couple of shout outs to a couple of other YouTubers. Let's get started right away, kind of with a quick shout out. You know, one of the things I really dig about Roy Campanella, he really applied his trade for about a decade in the Negro leagues and the Mexican League. For about nine full seasons before making it to the majors. And the thing is, he's half black, half Italian, and I have an entire branch of my family tree that's half black, half Italian. So a lot of folks in my family maybe not collect his cards, but definitely respect the man. So we'll first give a quick shout out to Pepino Man, who wants to see your relics. Show me your pants. And one thing we know about our half black, half Italian guys is the size of their pants. Look at that. Look at that 1957 Topps card, them big old baggy blues. And here it is. This card is numbered out of 25 from the old school Donruss Classics. There you go. Big old chunky patch. His big old chunky pants. So we'll start off the PC with that. Lovely card. Glad to have it. Now, I don't have all of his cards. You'll kind of see the main key ones that are missing, but glad to have this 57 Topps where you see the man and his giant pants. Let's also kind of start more from the beginning here. Also, shout out to Lou Rock TV, who this Christmas picked up a card that's on my Grail list, a Campanella rookie card. Now, I don't have one, but going back here, I have this beautiful example of a 1950 Bowman Campanella. Really great card, especially like the edges and the centering. Great color as well. So this one is actually my oldest Campy. What is that, a second year? 59. So glad to have it. Campanella did have a tremendous career. We know tragically cut short by a horrific automobile accident. And it kind of happened at the halfway point of his life. He lived basically 35 years before the accident and 35 years after. The accident happened in January of 1958, and then he died 35 years later in 1993. So he did have a long life, his playing career tragically cut short. This card here was his last kind of, I wouldn't even say playing days card, because this card is from 59. Topps came out the year after the accident. But pretty iconic card. His symbol of courage. I was gonna, do this gimmick where I read the whole back of this card in like that, announcer voice, but I didn't, because there's a word on the back of this card that's no longer proper to say nowadays. And I'm not the most politically correct person in the world, but several of Mr. Campanella's cards have words on the back that you can't really say today. But that certainly being one of them. And because that was his last playing days card, the 57 Topps, and then the 59 Topps has him after his playing days, but no stats on the back. I actually picked up this modern card, this 2022 Topps Update Roy Campanella, for two reasons. I love that photo. I mean, look at his arm, look at the bats, his wink. Just such a great photo. They use great photos in short print Topps Cards of Legends, but mainly to have a card that had his entire stats on the back, since, this card is missing his last year of stats. So, I just needed that in the PC to kind of round things out. Have a card that's got all of his stats on it. And speaking of these cards, they use great pictures that they never used back in the day. I pulled this card at a stadium club. I know it's off topic here, but look at that card of Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. Is that? Put the shine on that. Look at that. I mean, come on. What if they like? What if that was like a card from the 20s or whenever the hell? It was great. I love the cards of the old guys cracking up, being corny, not being your normal kind of baseball card photo. It's great. What else do we have here? 1956 tops. Again, one of the coolest tops designs there. Beautiful card of the man. Another card you'll see that I'm missing out of my Campanella PC. I don't have his rookie. I don't have his 52 tops. I believe it's high number. It's short print, and it's just way too expensive. Shout out to a Blue Jacket. I don't have any of his hot dog variations. Those hot dog issues from the 1950s, or that super cool small card, 1950s Drake's TV baseball series, whatever it's called. It did have this, showed that off in my PSA 2 video. Very iconic card of Campy. Glad to have it. Has many great attributes of a card you'd want to have. But yeah, still graded a 2. How about that color TV card? Yes, 55 Bowman. The lighter version there. Great shot of Campy with the color TV gimmick. Love it. Love it how back in the day you had to specify and say color TV. That's great. And let's finish it out with a lot of people's favorite sets. 1953 Bowman Color. Sweet looking card at Campy there. In a SGC 4. Again, decent centering. The corners are a little chopped up, but otherwise, definitely a beautiful enough card to make it into my collection. And my Roy Campanella PC here. Basically, you know what? I need his rookie card, the 50 Drakes, that hot dog, 52 tops, and I'd like to get an autograph of his, a certified autograph, and then I'd be finished. Like my PCs of Cal Ripken and Joe Namath. I'm done. They're done. They're completed. They're finished. Roy Campanella, not yet finished. So, shout out to my buddy Joe and the Insomniacs out there. All my Italian brothers and sisters, all my black brothers and sisters, Roy Campanella fans. And remember, as always, it cometh a egg.